entry-level smartphone is the name of the game today. Miguel here of Yugatech, and it's time for our full review of the Huawei Y6 Pro 2019. The obvious successor to last year's Y6 2018, this year's model now gets Pro in the product name. As a new device, it comes with design improvements such as that dewdrop notch, which houses the 8-megapixel selfie camera. If the notch still bothers you, you can hide that in the settings menu. Right above the notch in the top bezel, you get the earpiece with a notification LED hidden inside. To its right, you can find the proximity sensor and a front-facing LED flash. On the chin of the phone, you get a Huawei logo to, I guess, hide the fact that it's the thickest bezel in front. I think maybe the bottom-firing speaker would have been better placed here, to be honest. Speaking of, below you can find the main microphone hidden in a speaker grill, the micro USB port, and the before-mentioned bottom-firing speaker. Moving to the left side, you get a dual nano SIM card tray with a dedicated micro SD card slot. Good job! Up top, you get the 3.5mm headphone jack and the secondary microphone. Lastly, on the right side, you get your volume rocker and your power lock button. They are plastic, but tactility is freaking solid. Hear that? Look at that. ASMR, that shit. Flip to the back of the phone, you get the 13-megapixel rear camera and the LED flash under it, followed by some Huawei branding here below. The back panel is made of polycarbonate, which does a good job of visually looking like glass. It also curves towards the edges and almost seamlessly blends into the rounded frames, which I do like very much. Although it measures 8mm thick, it does feel pretty thin in the hands and easy to hold. For colors, the Y6 Pro 2019 comes in two: Midnight Black, which I have right here, and Sapphire Blue. The sapphire blue color does look way more awesome in my opinion. For display, the Y6 Pro 2019 has a 6.09-inch screen with an HD Plus 1560 by 720 resolution with a pixel density of 282 pixels per inch. Numbers aside, for general tasks, it's fine. Now for media consumption, that 720p resolution screen isn't the best thing. Like, I've definitely seen better, but it's totally fine. Now for the speakers, the soundstage isn't the most defined, but they do get loud. My problem with it is, it's just so easy to cover when you're watching something in landscape. So then, I don't know, I really wish it was just on the chin instead. Moving to performance, powering the Y6 Pro 2019 is a MediaTek MT6761 chipset clocked at 2 GHz. A Power VR Rogue GE8300 GPU, and 3 GB of RAM. Running day-to-day tasks and general use is a breeze on this device. Gaming shouldn't be an issue as well, as long as you keep your graphics settings from low to medium to keep those frame rates up. We played Mobile Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Brawl Stars, and so far, they're running pretty well. But you'll get the occasional frame rate drop in action-packed scenarios. I'll have our benchmark scores flashed on the screen right now. For software, you get Android 9 Pie out of the box, skinned with EMUI 9.0.1 on top. You get a bunch of launcher options like being able to change the way your home screen transitions, and the choice to have an app drawer or not. It has a refreshed interface compared to EMUI 8. It's pretty much straightforward and easy to navigate. The usual Huawei apps like Phone Manager, Theme Store, HiCare, and App Gallery are still here. It has features like Digital Balance, which shows your phone activity, Ride Mode, which disables Bluetooth and headset so calls will be automatically answered with voice or SMS messages, and Party Mode, which syncs music playback across Huawei devices on the same Wi-Fi network. By the way, I almost forgot to mention that this phone doesn't come with any fingerprint scanner. Instead, you do get pretty reliable facial recognition. When it comes to storage, there's only 32 GB on board, 25.38 GB of which is usable. Good thing we got that dedicated micro SD card slot. Storage is expandable of up to 512 GB. battery life is pretty standard. It's packing a 3020 mAh battery. We're getting 8 to 9 hours of use, mostly running social media apps connected to the Wi-Fi. PCMark's battery test got us 11 hours and 55 minutes, while our video loop test yielded 14 hours and 30 minutes of continuous playback. Now for the cameras. The Y6 Pro 2019 is rocking a 13 megapixel rear shooter with an aperture rating of f1.8 and an 8 megapixel selfie shooter rated at f2. The stock camera app gets a few features aside from photo and video, namely Beauty, HDR, Panorama, and Pro mode. The last feature is why this device gets Pro in its name. Now, I wasn't expecting much when it came to image quality, but surprisingly it's not that bad considering how much this thing costs. I mean, the amount of time it takes to take the photo after pressing the trigger could be snappier, and shots in poorly lit situations just suck. But it works. Let's just say if you were thinking about taking photography basics on the phone and you didn't want to pay a buttload to learn what camera settings meant what, it's a good start. Now for the selfie shooter, I think it's pretty cool that there's a front-facing LED flash right here. Can't see it? Let me show you real quick. Like, I wouldn't have even noticed it if I didn't actually turn it on. Like so. Look at that. And honestly, it totally helps when lighting gets dim. And the photos that come out are okay considering the price. Why don't you guys check out these sample photos and judge them for yourselves? I think the main point here of the photo is that shots look decent and pretty good in well-lit scenarios. And the moment lighting starts to get a little bit more challenging, the photos sort of look more muddy. The Y6 Pro 2019 can shoot up to 1080p videos at 30 frames per second, formatted at 3GP. And well, it's horrible. Check out this sample video. Okay, conclusion time. The Huawei Y6 Pro 2019 is a good-looking entry-level smartphone. It's got a decent display, adequate performance, okay cameras, standard battery life, and it comes with Android 9 out of the box. And it'll cost you 6,990 pesos. And again, that again is very, very reasonable. So, did you guys find this video helpful? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Don't forget to visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this was Miguel of Yugatech, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!